So I want to give you 5 keys right now for doing this well. Here's the first one. Once you create a cult, not a crowd. Which band are these guys tributing? Kiss. Who is the lead singer of Kiss? I'm going to go with Gene Simmons, even though it sounds like I'm wrong. Just go with me on this. He runs the band. That's what I was trying to say. He's the business manager. Gene Simmons owns the band. He owns the contracts. Everyone else is an employee of the band. He owns the merch too. That's where the money is at. So when Gene Simmons was thinking about starting the band, I don't think he actually wrote it down, but he did an intuitive SWOT analysis on the industry. I don't know if you know this, but he said rock and roll had lots of heroes and very few villains. So he was like, well, damn it, we're going to be the bad boys. And that created stage antics, song types, makeup and costume. They created a cult on purpose. That's what we're trying to do here. You don't want a crowd, you want a cult-like following. So how do we do it? Take a stand. If you're going to build like a cult-like following, you need to stand for something. You need some rules. People like us believe things like this, Seth Godin said. That's what we want. I want to shout out 2 Alexes, both of whom are great friends and both of whom know each other really, really, really well. One of the Alexes is a biohacker. He's got like infrared saunas in his house, a spa, wears these weird 5-finger shoes. I can't get my head around that. Super detailed morning routine. And he believes that there's a lot of pressure and noise in an entrepreneur's life. And what we need to do is we need to decrease it. And self-care is one of the best things you can do in your business. That's Alex number 1. And he believes it and he talks about it and he lives it. Alex number 2 is like, here's my morning routine. I wake up at 4 a.m. and I work. And they both believe both of those 2 things wholeheartedly. Are they going to attract different kinds of people? Hell yes. Are they both right? Yes. Is there enough space for both? Yes. All right. 3. Polarize your people. Remember the ad from Apple? I'm a Mac. I'm a PC. It was really clear. So we want an us and a them in your marketing. We want an us and we want a them. The way to stand out is to be attractive and repellent. That's what makes a magnet work. Years ago, I had lunch with this guy called Cole Hatter, and I just met him. He was doing a breakout session about how he sells from stage. And he's basically hired by these real estate companies to fly in and run their 2-day pitch workshops all around so he's like contracted. He just got a percentage of sales. He would fly into a city, run a 2-day workshop about real estate. And the whole setup was us and them. What people like us do is what they do, and they were bad. What they do is they think debt is bad. What we do is we leverage debt to get into property so we can build wealth. They think debt is bad. We think this. And the whole 2-day workshop is they and we, us and them. And if you can get people to buy into your beliefs around us and them, well, guess what? If I'm an us now, and you're the guy who leads the us, then I'm going to go with us, and I'm going to leave the them behind. Does that make sense? Sometimes these can be fun. I don't know if anyone here or on Zoom has heard me talk about a particular group of them that I call chakra tweakers. Chakra tweakers, woo-woo people, manifestors, vision board types, people with crystals. By the way, my son asked me a pop quiz for all the fellas last night. It was like a tough this or that. Would you rather, this is about crystals. Would you rather date a woman who is completely hooked on crystal meth or who is surrounded by crystals in her whole world? I'm like, dude, that's a hard choice. Neither of them is good. Years ago, I was at a Department of Community Services foster care mandated meeting, and I met somebody who didn't like me very much. And to my face, she called me a con man and a life coach. And I was so offended that I got called a life coach. I was like, a life coach? Nothing wrong with it, but that's an us and a them. Does that make sense? I like business coaches, I like business people, I like business consultants because I can talk that language. There's nothing wrong with the other stuff. I don't understand it. And typically when we're not up on, we're down. So I'm just saying, polarize your people a little bit. Will it limit your market? Yes. Are you good for those people anyway? Probably not. Are there other people in the world better capable? 100%. Let them go where they go. Number 4, amplify your authenticity. We don't want you to be who you're not. We want you to be who you are and dial it up to a level 11. Remember this movie, The Mask? Jim Carrey? When you put the mask on, he didn't become someone he wasn't. He just became like who he was at his core, but like just dialed all the way up. That's what we want. Finally, number 5, be clear and loud. Not loud and clear. There's a lot of loud already in the world. What I want you to do is get clear first and loud. The secret to standing out in this world isn't to shout louder than anyone else. It's to whisper the right words with conviction in the right ears. Once that's nailed, then we can amplify the hell out of it.